Howdy there, guys. How you doing today? I know it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, but what the heck? The first thing I want to talk about was bad driving. And I know everybody has their pet peeves on driving, but I live in a town where every summer, and not just, June through, August or September, whenever school starts, it happens between the months of mid-April all the way till mid-September. I live in this little tourist town, Wisconsin Dells. Yeah, if you haven't heard of it, don't look it up. There's no point. We don't want you here. But the thing really is that people come here and for some reason they just can't drive to save their lives. I mean, it's one thing, like, if you've never been to a town and you're really unsure, like, do I take this left? Do I take this right? What road am I on? But our town, like, the tourist attractions are two roads. Two, okay? There's one that you drive through, and it is just shops, okay? That road's not that hard to follow, like, really. And then there's a big set of stoplights, and you look up a hill, and there's everything else. There's the water parks, everything else. That's another road. You just follow those two roads, that's it. But for some reason, people are just every which way looking out the window. Okay, it's one thing, you're at a stoplight, you're not moving, you got time, look. But it's a whole nother thing when you're driving, and this is you. I mean, I've legitimately seen this. Like, what are you doing? What is that necessary? Like, it's not going anywhere. I promise you they're not going to knock it down. And I promise when you wake up tomorrow morning from your nice, expensive-ass hotel, it's not going to disappear. I promise. Recording while you're driving. Okay, now it's cool if your, spouse, friend, whatever, whoever's in the passenger seat or in the back seat, they can record. That's fine. That's cool because, they're not in charge of driving. But when the driver is driving, you should not be recording. Seriously, I've seen this before, and I've been scared to death. I'll be driving. I'll just, look over to my right, and there's this idiot just eye on the camera piece, one eye closed, looking out that way, and they're recording. I'm like, dude, and you're gonna hit somebody, but that's okay because, whatever. Another thing is speed limits. Speed limits. The whole point of a speed limit is that everyone should follow it so you can get where you want to go in time. The right lane is so you can just cruise, okay? That's, you hit the speed limit and you go. The left lane is for passing. There's a reason there are two lanes. Both lanes are not meant for you and Mr. Booty Hootie to drive the same frickin' speed limit doing this. Oh my God, like a tree. There's 25 down Broadway. That's the main road where all the shops are, and nobody can seem to go. Nobody can go 25. I kid you not. For me, I usually have to drive across the bridge to get to my job. I will get through town in a good 2 minutes 3 minutes on a bad day. It's a 2-minute drive, if that. But coming back from work around 4 o'clock when everyone's up and moving and crap, it takes me a good 10 minutes to get through town. It's like 8 city blocks. 8 blocks. 8. That's nothing, okay? I can walk faster than I'm driving. I end up going like 5 miles an hour because idiots have to parallel park. Idiots have to, and they can't parallel park. I mean, it's one thing if you're good at parallel parking, it's cool if you're like, whoosh, you're in. But other people are like, that was me last night. I did that one night and I felt like an idiot. And I was like, whoopsies, and I just pulled out and got going and actually parked in a regular spot. But for some reason, people are like, no, I'm okay. Another thing is we have bikers. For some reason, I think they freak everybody out, and everyone's like, oh my God, a biker. Oh my God, what do I do? Apparently, slam on the brakes is the answer. The next thing, walking. Walking in this town should not be this hard. We have 4 main intersections for walking. And I kid you not, they're a block apart. So you should be able to cross, after each block. But for some reason, some people are like, crosswalk's here. I'm going to start walking here. It's like, take your lazy ass, walk the 10 feet that you need to walk, and cross the damn road when it says. The next thing is, there are lights, okay? You cannot go into fucking New York City or any big city and expect to cross when it says, do not cross, okay? We have timed lights. People actually need to go somewhere. Like, people actually have to work. So if you work at like 4 o'clock and you leave your house at 3:30, which the drive usually, let's say, is a 20-minute drive, it can turn into a 45-minute drive because people are like, oh, it says don't cross, but I'm gonna walk here. Parking should not be this hard. When you parallel park, you should know that there are two lines. The whole point of those lines is to stay in the freaking lines. Instead, no, you got someone going over both lines, which then makes this person go over someone's, and then there's some idiot who has a smart car, which, you know, kind of evens it out a little bit, but then it screws it up for everybody else when those two idiot cars move, and then you look and you try and figure out what's going on. Parking shouldn't be that hard. There's angle parking, there's straight parking, and then there's parallel parking. Meters are going to end the world, okay? It should not cost me 25 cents to park for 15 minutes when all I really need to do is run into the frickin' store to buy a book, okay? If I have to go to Book World to get a book, I want to run into Book World to get a book, but I don't want to waste a fucking quarter. Like, I think it's ridiculous that they make locals pay for parking. Like, why don't they just make us pay 50 bucks for a whole year and we don't ever have to touch it? Or 20 bucks a year. The next thing is cranky tourists. All right, I get it. You're on vacation. You've been at Mount Olympus for, 6 hours with your 8 kids who are all under the age of 14, and they are all whining, crying, and yapping. And it's like, hey, okay, I get you're a little upset. That's okay. Everybody gets upset. But there's no need to take your aggression and put it on me. I didn't do anything to deserve it. Seriously, all I asked you was, do you want lettuce? Do you want pickles? Do you want tomatoes? Like, what do you want on it? There's no need for you to fucking snap at me. I don't need that. Okay, I don't need you to come up front and tell me, well, this said it was this price. And I'm like, buddy, there's like a 6.5% sales tax in this town. So when something says it's $4, it's really not $4. Okay? Tourist towns will be the end of me. It's something that I feel really should just be diminished. Just taken away, eradicated, gotten rid of. Okay? I live here. I live in this town. I moved here when I was 2 years old. I don't understand what people think when they come into this town and they think, do people actually live here? No, we don't. We have a high school. We have businesses that are houses that you can easily see from the road. Nobody lives here. Those are just for show and tell. No, we actually live there. We come here every day. We actually want to make it through a summer. We try and have a summer vacation, which really, when you look at it, we can't have vacations. We can't, because we work. But really, I mean, guys, it's just like, hey, hello, stop being an idiot. You're on vacation. We get that. Just act like a normal human being. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a phenomenal week, year, summer, day. I don't care. Just enjoy yourselves. Be happy. Live the life you want to be. Deuces.